Hey my loves, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all day is going by good. Mine's is going great so far. Can't complain. Just wanted to come to y'all with a video. I seen this post and so I'm like, you know what? This right here is one of my biggest pet peeves now in a relationship, being that I dealt with it so much with the narcissist. But this one says, no woman wants a man who has eyes on every woman. Has his eyes on every woman. I experienced that. And that is like the biggest disrespect other than cheating. That is a disrespect that I just don't like. The narcissist tried to make me feel like I was being over the top. I was doing too much because I wasn't okay with him looking at other women. I mean, he could see me looking at him looking at the woman. He don't care. He don't budge. He don't even acknowledge the fact that I'm sitting there. He can look at me and see me looking at him staring at this woman. And it won't do anything for him because narcissists don't feel like that's something. Well, that narc didn't feel like he was doing anything wrong. And apparently he had that issue with everybody else he dated too, because he always would say, I'm sick of every time I get with somebody, they always talking about what I need to do with my eyes and what I can't do with my eyes and what I can do with my phone and what I shouldn't be doing with my phone. So I'm like, okay, so I ain't the only one who feel this way. So obviously you're doing something that everybody has an issue with and everybody else is the issue and not you. Basically typical narcissistic stuff. So I told y'all the story about us riding down the road and this lady is walking down the road with this healthy booty and this fool done turned around, put his knees in the seat. First of all, he gave her that stare down as we passing her. You know that stare down when you looking at somebody and you watching them all the way till they get out your eyesight. Yeah, that was that fool. This fool stood up, put his knees in the seat, turned around, watching her walk off. Talking about he trying to protect her. He said, I'm watching because she got a stick in her hand. So that means there's a dog around. So I'm watching to make sure no dog don't come out of the bushes on her or something. Fool, you in a car. What are you going to do for her? You going to jump out the car if you see a dog right now while this car is rolling, because I'm not stopping. You finna jump out the car while it's rolling and go and help this lady and save her from a dog? That's what you finna do? Because she got a big booty and you looking for another opportunity? I mean, it sickened me the way that he would literally sit there and stare at somebody until they actually noticed he was staring at him. He wanted them to know that he was staring at them. He wasn't trying to make it no secret at all, not to me and not to the person. But the thing that pissed me off was that, fool, I'm sitting here in the car with you. You don't have that much respect for me to at least, not even do it behind my back, but if you gonna do it where I can't see you. Do it, go and do it behind my back. Because at this point, so I pop him upside his head because he got his knees in my seat and he done turned all the way around in the passenger seat watching this lady walk away. Talking about he watching to make sure no dog don't come out the bushes on her or whatever. What are you gonna do, sir? Because I ain't finna stop the car and let you jump out and go and rescue the lady. At this time, I probably was a little salty because he's done it so much in that it's like, you know how it gets when your man cheating on you or whatever. This is just hypothetical, you know what I'm saying? But it's real scenarios because it's been done before. You know how you be mad at the other woman and instead of taking it out on your partner who's in the relationship with you, know that they're in the relationship with you, know that they shouldn't be with somebody else and being disloyal, you take it out on the other person. Now, granted, the other person may very well know about you and just have an I don't care attitude or whatever, or just going along with the narcissist, because we are talking about a narcissist and we do know that narcissists have a way with words. And so if there is somebody else and they're being just as disrespectful as they are, That's because of what the narcissist done said and then got into their head to make them seem like, or to make you seem like you're crazy or you're delusional and y'all not together no more, and you just can't get over the fact that y'all not together. So you try to do any and everything to be around the narcissist or to be with the narcissist or whatever. Basically make you look crazy or whatever. So you take your frustrations out on the other person instead of taking it out on the narc. And so at that moment, yes, I felt salty anytime I seen him looking at another woman. Yeah, you would say, well, why didn't you just leave him? Why did you sit and put it up with that or whatever? If you have not dealt with a narcissist, then you don't understand where I'm coming from. Go back and watch the other videos and catch up, and you'll understand why it wasn't just that easy or whatever. So this man is, I mean, when we go to the grocery store or we're going shopping period or whatever, whenever we go into a place, this man walks through the door. He want me to walk through the door first so that way he can make his grand entrance whenever he enters the building, because he needs to scope out exactly where he's finna go, scope out his target, and he finna go and be in those areas that the target is in. That's from my observation. I don't know how he moved with other people, but that's how he moved with me. I would go in the store, I'd turn around because I'm like, well, what is maybe somebody coming through the door and that's why you hesitating to come on in the store. No, this fool wants to do a grand entrance because he walks in and he step inside the building and he stand there and he examine the room or the building real quick, scope out exactly where he going and who he finna go after. And I'm telling you, he will go down the aisle, find that person, start making conversation with them. I don't care if it's about the polish on their toes. He gonna make some kind of conversation with that person, and he's doing it in a flirting manner. And I've walked up on him doing those things before. That's why I can say that he was definitely flirting when he scope out his victim. He instantly goes into flirting. And so he separates himself from me. So it looked like maybe I'm just his ride to the store. I'm going to give that's what he be pretending when because I'm telling you, he would introduce me to men, but would not introduce me to women. Not as his girl. To women, he wouldn't even go along that line. I'm not even important of who I am. Sometimes I have to step in and be like, hey, I'm Shalissa and ... or whatever, because this fool ain't finna acknowledge nothing, but let it be a man. Oh yeah, this is my fiance Shalissa right here, and ... yeah, we gonna get married and all that there, because he want to secure the bag so another man can't snatch me. But when it comes to a woman, all bets is off. Oh, this ain't my girl, this is my ride. I'm just assuming that that's what was playing in the narcissist's head. I'm just putting my own words in what I think it is that he was doing, so that way he can continue getting the supply that he need, or continue sucking this person in to who he's trying to, lock down in the cycle. So he does that. He comes in the store, he scopes it out, figure out who he finna target, and then he goes and he starts talking to that person. I mean, just don't care who it is. He don't care if they got a man or not. He will walk up and start a conversation with the both of them. Throw out his business card. Oh yeah, I pressure wash, because he ain't got no boundaries. Ain't nobody off limits. So if you got a husband, that's fine. That means you ain't got to be smothering me, and I can get away with a whole lot of stuff with you being married. And so you can't have me trying to commit to you because you're already committed. So he loved him, a married person or whatever. And I found that out through my observation too or whatever. So to make a long story short, I don't want to date somebody else who have eyes for another person. Listen, before you say, oh, a person can look at whoever they want to, that right there, I totally agree. But it's a certain way you look at somebody when you're in a relationship. If you're with me, you do that quick glance, look, because if I see a handsome man, a beautiful man, or whatever, and I'm in a relationship, I am going to look. I am human. You're human. But there is a certain way that I look at this man. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to be sitting here drooling over this guy and my man sitting right here. My man doing his thing. He holding me down. He doing all the things he's supposed to. I'm not finna make my man feel like less than because somebody else that's probably a little bit more attractive than him has stepped on the scene. I ain't finna give nobody that much praise. And I got a man like that. And even if I didn't have a man, I'm still not gonna do that because 9 times out of 10, somebody probably got somebody already. So I'm gonna do a quick look. Okay, he look good. He cute. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't going no further than that. I'm not gonna go over there, approach that man, and try to slide him my number either. Even though I am a woman and I ain't supposed to be doing stuff like that anyway. I'm just making a point that even a man in a relationship shouldn't be doing those type of things either because you got somebody. Just because that look good over there don't mean it's gonna be better than what you got over here because the grass ain't always greener on the other side, and we tend to find that out. You know, we mess around and find out. Go over there and get a whole demon because they looking good. They looking better than the one you with, but the one you with sit here. Y'all know the whole shabab. We try to stick to the subject or whatever. So for me, that is like that's a disrespectful thing for me. Like, listen, you see a beautiful woman, indeed look. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm looking. If she beautiful to you, then she probably beautiful to me. And then again, we probably got different, tastes or opinions or whatever. But if I see that the woman is beautiful and you see the woman is beautiful, we're both gonna look. But I ain't finna sit here and be like, dang, shorty fine, or okay, and da 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 da. You ain't either. Look and continue doing what you was doing. Don't get lost in the sauce and forget that you got somebody, is all I'm saying. But I ain't saying don't look, because if your eye sees something that's attractive, you gonna look at what you see attractive. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But it's a way that you handle yourself when you're in a relationship, and if you do see that they're with somebody, whether you know whether they with that person or not, you still handle yourself in a certain manner. That's all I'm saying. So I'm working at the hotel. I'm with the narc at this time. I told the story on here about how the guy was, when he came in, he's checking in with a woman. I don't know for sure if this is his girlfriend or his friend or whatever, but the way that the things are looking, and I see people come through this hotel all the time or whatever, and so I can kind of, navigate around who is with who or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a husband and a wife, or if it's a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. I done seen these type of things so many times. So I'm sure he's with this lady, and I'm sure that the things that they're finna go up there in that room and do is a couple type thing or whatever. And so I don't know if this guy, he was definitely on something that night or whatever, but it was making him real bold, and he had the right one at the right time, because I was finna show him a little something, the way he ran up on me in the kitchen. So this night, the dude comes in with this girl, they checking in, she's checking in. He's standing there while she's writing, because the counter is high, so she's writing or whatever, she got her head down. He's standing there just cheesing me down, like, yeah. Like, what's up with me and you? Like, sir, there's nothing going on here. So, me being cordial and business ethic, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, okay. And, I'm like, I wish she'll hurry up and finish filling this paper out so I can send them on their way. Okay, she finished filling out the paperwork and everything. I send them to their room. Tell me why this man back down here in front of my counter smiling and grinning. Ooh, you got a pretty smile. Ooh, you got some pretty hair. Ooh, you got this, that. Just down here telling me how beautiful and fine I am. Yeah, I am. But, sir, I just checked you in with a woman. And so why are you down here telling me these things? Go up there and tell her all of these things that you're saying about me, because obviously there's something you like about her. Take your butt up there to the room and handle yours. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So he going hard. He going hard. He's sitting here like, ooh, yeah. So I'm thinking the dude must have just got some new teeth in his mouth, because, I'm like, maybe he's looking for a compliment or whatever, because the teeth was pretty. I ain't gonna lie. His teeth was pretty and white, and he was like dark. He was black. So with him being blacker than me, and he had these white, perfect, pearly teeth, I was like, dang, sir, your teeth look nice. Real nice. So I'm like, let me go ahead and pay this man the compliment that he looking for, because obviously he wanted me to say something about it when he was standing down here with his girl and I didn't do it. And so maybe he needed to come back so that way I can give him that compliment he needed. And so I'm like, all right, let me just go and get this food, this compliment about these teeth, so he can go on by his way. Because anyways, when I worked at the hotel, I didn't want no company. I didn't want nobody sitting down there at the front desk talking to me and keeping me company at night. People always tried to sit down there and talk to me and be like, I just want you here by yourself, and I just don't want nobody coming in here acting crazy with you. And I'm like, at this point, I've been in this job 5 years, and so they need to be scared of me walking up in here, because of the fact that I am in here by myself. Trust and believe, I'm prepared with a whole bunch of stuff in here to handle something if anything goes down. I'm the kick out queen. I ain't got no problems with that. So, so everybody wanted to sit down and, sit down there and talk to me to keep me company throughout the night, because they thought that I needed the protection or whatever. But I didn't. And I don't mind it. And I appreciated people offering things like that or whatever. But I had things that I was doing at the time. I was studying for my CDLs, and, I like to watch my videos. I like to watch movies and stuff like that. So I have my whole night playing. I work, I do my little side stuff, I work, I have everything set up how I like it. So I don't want no interruptions in that, but I do appreciate people want to protect me and look over me at nighttime while I'm working at this hotel and stuff. Appreciated that, So if anything did go down, I knew I had people who had my back that was there or whatever. So so the guy going ham in, I give him the compliment, that still didn't send him away. So now he's just like, I want to, I want to hook up with you. And I'm just like, sir, I got a boyfriend, which I did tell him that first off. But he was not taking anything, no, for answer. I mean, this man went to following me around the hotel. I told him to go back to his room. The man went back to his room, turned around, came right back out. When he went back to his room, I went into the hotel kitchen to start prepping my breakfast. Tell me, and I closed the door behind me. Tell me why this man done walked around the whole hotel to find me. And when he finally found me, he found me in that kitchen. Now, the kitchen in the hotel ain't that big. So I would say from this door to this wall behind me, that man, there was not a whole lot of space in there. So when he opens the door, there's a wall straight ahead. When he opened the door and he see me, and at this time when he opened the door, I'm bending over in the refrigerator to grab some breakfast stuff out of the refrigerator. So when I see the door swing open like that, I instantly stand up, because I'm just like, this is an area that nobody is permitted to be in except for the workers. And it says it on the door. So who's swinging my door open? Sometimes if I go in there and the customer needs me and they can't find me and they hear me and they're rumbling around or whatever, they will knock on the door. So that way they don't scare me or whatever. And so, no, this man just swung the door open and he seen me bent over and he went to charging after me. Man, listen, before I knew it, I had my hand on his chest pushing him back out that door. I said, hey, listen. I said, I don't know who you think I am. I said a few choice words to him, and what I was instructing him to do is, because now at this point I'm feeling like he owns something. So I'm like, you need to take your over there and sit, go have a seat, because you about to get hurt up in this kitchen. Now, I'm in here with a bunch of stuff too that I can get hold to. You don't want to play with me right now. I said, so what you better do is you better either go back to your room or you better go over there and have a seat. So he was like, all right. Because, I mean, he went to charging after me like he finna, this is a little space. Hold on, player. Don't run up on me like that. Don't run up on me like that. But the fact that he was being disrespectful to his girl, I seen you check in with this woman. I know y'all get in this room together. I'm like, bro, you need to go on up there and go handle you. You got a piece upstairs. Why are you down here bothering me? Because I don't want you. So I phoned the narc at home, and I tell the narc that the man is, he bugging, he tripping, he really on one. And he gonna tell me, something, I told you shouldn't have wore them tights to work. He probably chasing after the boobs, and he probably chasing after the booty. And I'm like, and let me remind y'all, the booty ain't that big on me. It ain't. So it ain't that. But for the narc to be like, it's my fault and not his fault. I'm handling my business. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm working. I'm being cordial and nice to the customer until I got to be Nay-Trey up in here. And he's just like, yeah, he wants you. This, that, okay, clearly we know that, but I mean, he ain't finding no fault in what the guys did at all. He's only talking about what I did. Yeah, he looking at your lips. He looking at the way you dress. He looking at your boobs. He looking at your booty. Everything is my fault. It ain't nothing to do with the man. I'm like, nah, this man is on something. He was like, well, call the police. I'm like, well, thanks for your help. Hung up on him because I'm like, at this point, I'm telling you, this man just tried me. And you don't feel like you need to, I mean, not that he was going to do anything or whatever, because he ain't had no car to get up there to come see me because I had the car. But just for him to not even say, man, if I was to tell dude this, that, dirt, he ain't do none of that. Just didn't care. And so I'm just like, I'm in this war by myself. Like, I protect myself because he ain't got my back. But I got his, you know what I'm saying? So when that man, after he charged me or whatever, and I told him to go sit down, he sat down for a minute. Then he walked outside. Now he's messing with the guests that are coming in, and somebody ended up calling the police on him. So the girl comes from upstairs, because in my mind, I'm like, why is she not out here looking for him? And when I thought that thought, she came down. Because by this time, I done set the breakfast up and did what I need to do. I'm back behind my desk now. So she comes up to the desk and she says, did you see my boyfriend? Because I've been waiting on him to come back to the room. He told me he was going to go across the street to get some cigarettes, and he ain't came back to the room yet. I say, I'm so glad you came back down here. I said, you need to go get him because the police is on the way. I said, because he's out there acting like he got something on him and acting like he trying to rob these people or whatever in the parking lot. And somebody done called the police on him, and so he finna get in trouble. And she's like, oh my gosh. She was like, he relapsed. He was an alcoholic. And so she went and picked him up from the rehab or whatever. She told me the whole story or whatever. She picked him up from the rehab, and so he's been drinking. And so now that he has been so long without a drink, he on one, and it's got him acting plums crazy, along with some other stuff that he did on top of that. So he had him a whole heyday. He like, oh, I'm finna do it all. I'm finna get lit. And that way he was lit, but he was finna get lit up playing with me. So, but I was like, that is so disrespectful. So at one of the points where we were talking at the desk, I was telling him, I'm like, listen, you know, I just checked you in with a woman, right? I say, so in my mind, that's your girl up there, and you need to go up there and be with her. I say, it's very disrespectful for you to be down here talking to me the way that you're talking to me, and you have a woman upstairs. He is like, I know, but you just so fine, this, that, and the third. I say, and that's not enough. I say, that is very disrespectful. I say, you know what? I got a man at home too that does stuff like this. I say, and I don't appreciate it. I don't like the way it feels. So I'm not going to sit down here and do it with you and have her up there feeling that way, even though she don't know you're down here doing what you're doing right now to me. I said, but this is very disrespectful. I said, you need to go to your room and go handle yours up there. That's why y'all got a room. You need to go up there and do whatever y'all came to do in that room, but get out of my face because you ain't finna get nothing out of me. Clearly. But he just kept on going. And so when them people was like, I'm finna call the police on him because he just walked up on me with his hand in his pocket like he got something, talking about something. What's up? Where it's at? This, that, and that. I said, well, do what you gotta do, sir. I said, because he been out here aggravating me all night. I said, and I was about to call the police on him myself. I said, so do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. But yes, a man who got eyes for other women, I can't. If you got to sit here and you don't know how to manage how you look at somebody when you got me in your life, I ain't finna sit through it again. I sat through that. I don't like the way it made me feel. I ain't finna do it again. So if you got to have, because in my mind it's gonna tell me that you got to have more than one woman and that I'm not good enough for you. And baby, I always want anybody to be happy that's with me. And if that's what's gonna make you happy to be with somebody else, you go right ahead, exit stage left, baby, and go get whatever it is that you want, because I won't sit around for it no more. I've already watched that show. I turned the channel and I won't be rewatching that one again. And that's just me. But yeah, a man who got eyes for every woman except for the woman he with, they ain't gonna work for me no more. I've done it. I'm telling you, I've sat there. The list go on and on and on. I got another story. The man was sitting here. I felt it. My spidey senses was telling me that because this woman walked in with a bathing suit on. Yeah, we were over on the beach side or whatever. She walked in the store. It ain't our business how she come in the store, but it is your business of how you carry yourself when you got a woman. I'm talking about this fool. Everything Emmy was telling me, he's gonna record this woman. And I kid y'all not. Something said walk to the door. I stopped everything I was doing in that store because the lady was getting ready to walk out. And I'm like, I know he's either gonna try to talk to her or he's gonna either record her or take pictures of her or whatever, because that's his thing. Sure enough, I walk out behind the woman. I left him in the car on the passenger side. This fool is standing outside the car filming her walking to her vehicle. I said, put that daggone camera. I said a couple of choice words or whatever. So I'm telling him to put the camera up, sitting out here looking like a sicko, recording people and stuff like that. And like, this is ridiculous or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that still wasn't enough for me to leave him or whatever. And I should have after the things he said. But that was a whole nother video that I've already posted on here. So y'all can go back and check the video out. I don't know what it was called again, but it is the video about him recording a lady with her bathing suit on or whatever, and then just being disrespectful to me. And I think he discarded me after I confronted him about that too. So yeah, go and check it out. But I just wanted to share that story with y'all or whatever, that like that's a no-go for me. That's like mad disrespect, and I'm not gonna stand for it no more. I've sat and watched that already, and I don't like the way it made me feel. And so yeah, a man who gotta watch every woman and gotta be disrespectful in my face and make me feel small, go on and have it, bro. Go on and do just what you want to do. But when it don't work out for you, don't come running over here to me no more, because the door is closed, locked, sealed, and over and done with. So yeah, I love y'all. Have a great day. Grow something. Fall in love with yourself, because you're beautiful. I love you. You should love yourself, and falling in love with yourself is the best thing that you could ever do for you. In any situation, you gotta love you first. And that's where I'm at in my journey right now. Been a year learning how to love Shalissa. Everything about me, I'm falling in love with me, because I am a beautiful person. I am a sweet, giving, soft-hearted person. But enough is enough, because sweet and nice only get you so far. And so I have to do something different to get a different result. And this is what I'm doing. I'm loving me. If loving me push people out of my life, baby, go ahead. Because I done already catered to your heart and tried to hold on to yours and give you everything and make you happy. And I'm the one left sad. So if you don't want to be here, go ahead. But I'm loving me first. And ain't nothing nobody can do about that, because I'm on this journey now. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. I love me. I'm learning to love me a little bit more than I loved other people in my past. Okay? So I love y'all. Have a great day. Stay tuned. I have more. Have a great day.